My prediction is she will gradually gain steam because she knows the issues, extremely competent, extremely tough, extremely diverse. She's got the international experience. She knows how to run a state. She knows how to have combat, and she knows, and she's not afraid. If you read her book, you see how she took on General Kelly. Remember, she went back at Larry Kudlow. When Larry Kudlow said something one day, she said, I am not confused. So I think she's going to be formidable. I think she'll slowly, I'll tell you one thing about her. No one will ever say she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Right.
Well, I listened to her video about the Confederate flag, so I kind of would debate whether she knows what she's talking about. But is she competent? Well, she served in government. I think he's got a point there. I think that she competently reads the state of the Republican base and knows what sorts of disgusting things to say to them. That's true. I love that one of the qualifications that he listed is that she's extremely diverse. She's not diverse, she's like, whoa, like you're really maxing that out there, Nikki Haley. That's a really weird way to put that, but it's KILMEADE, so he's gonna do what he's gonna do. The part about that I found really interesting though, JR, was him citing her knowing how to fight. And he referenced these fights that she had with a general and with Larry Kudlow. I don't know the content of those. Maybe he's right, that she really stood up to these bullies and took down a true barbarian like Larry Kudlow. Like, oh God, most people would just flee in the face of his assault, but she stood up to him. So that's designed to mean she will be able to stand up to Donald Trump. What do you think about that?
Exactly. Well, I think we already have evidence of whether or not she's able to stand up to Donald Trump. She tried it when she ran the first, or when she was criticizing him the first time back in 2015, and then ended up on his administration, ended up kissing his ass, ended up saying Donald Trump never lies. Donald Trump is the most honest person I've ever been around in my life. As a matter of fact, he invented the word truth. Did you know that? No, she's able to flip from complete opposition to the guy she doesn't think can win to then once he's the nominee and then president, she's all about him. We don't know where her principles lie because she's been on both sides of it. It was probably a little bit refreshing for, I'm sure, many Americans to see her say the things that she said about Trump beforehand. Then when she flipped, I'm not sure if people just decided to forget that or not. And by the way, KILMEADE there said that she knows what she's talking about. I actually agree. And that poses the question here, which is always the age-old question to me, is if you're in support of racists and Confederates and how they like to cover up the history of our country, and you know that stuff, because we do know she knows what she's talking about, but you support them anyway. The fact that you're, I guess, not a raging racist, but you're willing to support raging racists for your political career, which is worse, being a raging racist or ignoring the fact that you're supporting and trying to acknowledge raging racists for yourself? Being a fake raging racist or being a real raging racist? I don't know.
They're both bad, I would say. I don't like either of them. Yeah, look, we're gonna see if she is uniquely qualified to stand up to his attacks. I don't have the most experience with her as a candidate. Maybe she is, maybe KILMEADE is right. It happens twice a year. So maybe this is one of those times. It came early in 2023. However, I would say again, I'm gonna address Nikki Haley personally because I know that she watches the show, big fan. Is gonna be brutal. I mean, this week he rolled out Meatball Ron, which is, I mean, that's effectively like an ethnic slur. It's against Italians. As an Italian, I can say that doesn't really matter, but he calls the wife of Mitch McConnell Coco Chow. So I think the pattern is clear. He is ready to make things racial. What is he gonna say about her? I don't know. Look, we might laugh at the Meatball Ron stuff or whatever, but I think I have a pretty clear track record of I have no interest in misogynistic attacks against politicians, even people I find reprehensible. The racist attacks that are gonna come, and those are unacceptable. If you want to oppose her because she sat by while Donald Trump tried to ruin the country, the nonsense she said about the Confederate flag and all that, the stuff she's been saying recently about woke culture and everything, like disagree with her on the actual content, the substance. That's not what is gonna be coming at her very soon from Donald Trump. And the only question is how disgusting, how personal, how appearance-based, how racist are the attacks and nicknames gonna end up being?
John, wait until Donald Trump looks up her full name.
I don't even know what her.
You guys look up her full name and think about what Donald Trump may do with that, or any other racists in the party. They'll definitely have.
Terrified.
They'll have some fun with that. Just remember that they went after Barack Hussein Obama. That was one middle name of his. That they went after. Look up her name.
We're gonna see.
Imagine.
We're gonna see.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.